Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing out there? My one person, because I screwed up and scheduled this for May 30th. Um, yes, yes. How are we doing? Hello, hello. What's up, Friday Live fam? How's everybody doing? Thank you for finding me. I screwed up. I don't know what days it ever is, and apparently I scheduled this for May 30th and not today. So yeah, sorry about that. But you found me, and here we are. So welcome to Friday. We got our Friday cup here. Um, yeah, no screw ups this week. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, how is everybody doing? Um, it's Friday. This is the May the Press Be With You episode. So we're going to be talking about presses here. I've got heat presses, and more heat presses. Um, Yeah, yeah. So it looks like people found me. Yeah, I screwed up on that. So here we are. We've got a lot of things going on today, and we're going to talk about heat presses and all that. So, um, yeah, I wish I wouldn't have screwed up, but that's okay. That's okay. The show goes on. So here we are today. We're talking about May the Press Be With You, and we're going to be going live. We are live, and we're doing this on presses, heat presses, cap presses, mug presses, all of the above. So just a little information for you guys. There won't be a live next Friday because I won't be able to do it. Maybe I'll do it live from Nashville. Yeah, we'll find out. Who knows? But so yes, but then coming up on oh boy, let's make sure we get the date right on this one. We are going to be having Vince from DTF Station, and he is going to be coming live with us on May 14th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be going a little bit later just to kind of, maybe we'll get some new people in. We're trying new times. Let me know if the times work. Let me know what time works for you guys, because I really do want to, start doing things at different times. I can, go live at nighttime. I can go live in the morning, whatever you guys want. But we're going to be having Vince on here. He's going to be talking about DTF, what DTF is. How those three letters are the scariest letters for some reason in the industry. And you don't have to be scared of it. I got a really nice DTF shirt over here, which is pretty cool, I think. This right here, DTF is awesome. It goes on black, it goes on any color you want, and it's got a really, really nice hand feel to it. It does not feel plasticky, it does not feel at all like that. It's got some stretchability to it. It's a great DTF is great, I think. If you're doing shirts and you want to do shirts, custom shirts, and you want to do fast productions, and you can't do screen printing, I think DTF is just as good, and it's not as expensive as something like a DTG printer or something like that. So yeah, yeah, we got that going on, and then when we get back the Friday after that, which should be the I don't know, 2 days after that. So the 16th, we'll be doing Mug Madness. We'll be talking about mugs. We'll be doing all sorts of mugs and getting your mug fill in. So we'll have Mug Madness on the 16th, and then on the 23rd, we are going to have a retro 80s and 90s dance party. That's right, retros never looked this fresh. We're going to have fun that day. We're going to talk about nostalgia, how nostalgia sells, and all of those sort of things. So yeah, we've got a lot planned for you guys coming up. In the next few weeks, in the next months, we're going to have Pressapalooza. We're going to have a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna have summer sizzling sensation creations, all of those sorts of things. So you're gonna want to mark your calendar. Just next week, the 9th, is a little iffy. Maybe I'll go live from Dax in Nashville. If you're in Nashville and you see me, say hi. Get your coffee. Make sure you got all of that lined up for the next few weeks. Hello, Pam, and hello, Leah and Tiffany. I hope Darren's still in here, and all of you guys. You know, it's just the greatest. I'm so glad I have you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in, supporting, watching. doing all of those sort of things. I appreciate you coming in, dropping a like, doing whatever you can. If you want to, go to condi.com and check out all of the great stuff, because all of this is available at condi.com. That's right, your number one super sublimation store. If you ever want to get in touch with me, here is my email. It's bo@condi.com. So go ahead and check that out and email me any questions, any concerns. You want to talk about sublimation, anything, you can email me. A customer this week hit me up on Facebook, and she sent me some pretty interesting stuff that has nothing really to do with sublimation and decoration. It does have to do with digital decoration, and it really did open my mind to a whole new version and chapter that stuff can go in. It's a UV printer that's very affordable. I don't know if it's any good or not, but you know, we can talk about stuff. We can talk about 3D printing, all sorts of digital decoration things. So yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we made it to Friday and we're here. And I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in each week. This is my thank you for watching and supporting. I just can't tell you how awesome that this is to be doing stuff like this as a job. So, oh man, we got my name up there. That's fun. Let's make that go away. How do we do that? I don't know. Um, Good thing I had a good name up there. Um, yeah. So, I wish I knew how to make that go away. I don't know. Yeah, so we got a lot of good things coming up. We do, and something right now we do have. As you can see here, can I reach that far? We do have a sale going on right now on Spun Soft Baby One Piece onesie. Oh, we said onesie. We can't say that. The jumper. I don't think we can say jumper either. But here we go. It's 25% off. Um, as you can see right there, 25% off the vapor one pieces. It's a great deal. The baby business is a great business. It's the self-reproducing business. It's right up there. It's always going to be there. You can check that out. New products. Well, new products are added daily. Right now, we're working on some other stuff, but they will be added. We are in fact getting a lot of people, not people, we're getting a lot of companies that are, you know, upping their prices a little bit due to certain situations that are going on. So we have been really looking into that, spending a lot of time researching, looking at where stuff is going to go, how much we have in stock, what our distributors and vendors are coming to us, telling us what their issues are and where they're going to be, and we're really trying not to pass on as much as we can to you guys, but so we've been doing a lot with that with the website, unfortunately. Um and yeah, Nancy said One Piece. I don't know if you guys know, but One Piece is a great anime, and that's what I always think about, so it makes me laugh. What are your heat elements made of? What material are heat elements? I think that they're made of, I don't know. I've never thought of that question. They're made of metal, some sort of metal, stainless steel or something. Sorry, I don't know. Um, yeah, there's so this is one thing with with the heat press, a heat element. I'm sure you're thinking the inside, and a good one. I'm going to just say this right off the bat. If you are going to get a heat press, go for the DK20S, the GeoKnight DK20S swing away heat press. That S does stand for sexy, but it is also a swing away, and that is my favorite press. Now you're going to want to get the stand with that too, because I'm going off instinct right now, but that thing is about 72 pounds and it is heavy. It's a boat anchor. It's a beast. I'm a guitar player, and there's other sort of sayings out there that the only thing that will withstand a nuclear attack is the cockroaches, but in guitar, the Telecaster will as well. And in our industry, I can't guarantee it, but that DK20S should withstand nuclear attack. That is right. So it is a great, great, great press. That is the top of the line Cadillac press, in my opinion. Now, this right here is a Stahls. It's a basic red press. It is very affordable, and yeah, that is what's going on. Yes, yes, get the stand. That is what we're saying. Get the stand because that thing is heavy. I personally can't pick it up and put it on the stand myself. I need an extra person to do it because it's big, it's bulky, it's heavy, and you get that thing on the stand. It's got casters on it. I don't really know much about casters, but you can push that thing over stuff, and if you need to, move it to vacuum, if you need to move it because you want to work in a different area or something, it gives you great flexibility that way. And honestly, the stand I think the stand is $299, and it's a great $299 investment, and the stand's pretty easy to put together. Those are my recommendations on that. But yes, so with a heat press, the elements, when you're buying a better heat press, you're buying more closely knit elements. So you're going to have less cold spots, is really one of the things that you're buying in there. Um, Nancy loves her Hotronics. And this is something too, it goes for everything. I've got my camera back here. I've got other things. I've got my computer. I've got my press here. Something the other day I was, design software, all those sort of things. I use Photoshop. You can use whatever you want. What I always say is the best is what you have. What you have and what you can afford. That is always going to be your best bet. So we have the Stahls basic red press here, which is like the OPP. I'm going to say OPP 1620, but that's probably not it. We also over here have a Hotronics. This is the auto clam press, heat press, and I don't know if you can see it with Grogu over here. We've got a whole bunch of stuff here, and Hotronics is a great company as well. Coming from Detroit, I'm going to say that there's the big three. There's your Ford, your Chrysler, and your Chevrolet. In this industry, GeoKnight and Hotronics definitely are the top tier heat presses. There's also Instapress and Hicks. Or there's four really good presses, and yes, that is what I recommend on those sort of things. But this one here, we have a whole bunch of hat presses. We do. We have the 360 IQ, which is a Hotronics press. It's like the Cadillac, I guess you could say. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got an upper platen that's heated, a lower platen that's heated, and supposedly, I've never used one, but supposedly that is supposed to give you less of a press line on your hats. Hat presses can be used for all sorts of hats, like your normal baseball trucker style hats, like that. It can be used on bucket hats, similar to something like this. It can also be used on winter hats and hats and caps and all of those sort of things. What's going on, Evelyn? Man, Los Angeles. We got the trophy and awards from Los Angeles here. Hello, thank you guys for coming out. So yeah, all sorts of hats can go in there. And caps and hats. I don't know what you call it. I call it a hat, but I think they're called the cap presses. We've got this is the auto clam, the STXC. It's I guess if the other one's the top tier, this is the middle of the road, but this one is really good. This is I'd probably go for this one over the 360 IQ if it was me. There is the Max Heat Press, which is a step down from this one. And then there is the basic cap press, which is similar to this. It's the OPPC. Now, cap presses are pretty cool because you can do other things in them besides caps. And got them all over here. So you can do something in a cap press. We do have, this is my belt here. If you were going to do a belt or something like that, you can put the belt in, and go ahead and close it, and you could, put some HTV or some DTF or something on your belt if you wanted just a little emblem on something like that. Also a pet collar. I couldn't find a pet collar for this, but you can also put a pet collar in here and do the same sort of trick with sublimation and all of those sort of things. And that's something I think is pretty cool about a hat press. You don't have to fire up your big press. You can do it on something like this. You can also um, do left chest pieces. Now, I think that this one might be a little bit too big for this press, but my idea was is you can press the back over here, and then bring it over and you can press it, in your cat press to get your left chest press on. So you can get one going over here, one going over there. If you just have a cat press, you can also do, you know, that side. Lanyards too, cheer bows, any sort of ribbon type thing. Great for cat presses. Now, I'm hoping you guys can see this, but I've got this here. This is a Caesar shirt that I used to wear to trade shows. I pulled it out for you guys today, but it's got a Caesar logo on it. You can do this. This is strip block. You can definitely do this on your cat press. And strip flock is just really cool feeling. It feels flocky. It's great. And then this one here is this one has brick on it, and this is something you'll see on a lot of stuff, athletic wear. And brick is a synthetic, or not it's a silicone material, and it has a very, I think, satisfying feeling as well. I like the way it feels. But the idea of this is that you can wear a black shirt to work, and on a Friday, something like that, and after work, you can go to the bar or go out and wear your work shirt, and no one knows. I call this method the ghosting method. Black on black. I think it's pretty cool. But all of those sort of things can be done in a cap press. Um, Cat presses are pretty cool. I like hats. I wear a hat every day, all the time. So, yeah, cat presses. That's the way to go there. I'm gonna just move this so I can get a little bit more room going up on my work area over here, and get RodeoBo back on. Oh, and you can also do baby onesies. Remember, I said that the Vapor one pieces are on sale right now. Well, in a cap press, you can get the baby onesie in there and do all those sort of things. And now, why is that good? Well, if you're doing something like HTV, seams matter, and you're gonna want to avoid all these seams and buttons when you're pressing. So when you get it in there on a hat press, you're avoiding all the seams just like that. So baby onesies, vapor sale going on right now, 25% off. So check that out. Whew, I've been doing a lot of talking. Excuse me. So next we're going to get into mug presses. Pretty much there's two mug presses right now. There's the GeoKnight DK3, which is right here, and the 3D. Now the 3D is just a little bit longer. You can fit two mugs in one press. Is really the big difference there. I think baseball caps is a Michigan thing. I do. I don't have my Tigers hat on right now. I've got my Montgomery Biscuits hat on, and yeah. But I personally love the DK3. I would go for the DK3 over the DK3D. I don't do crazy mugs all day long. The 3D does double your production for a day, but this is a great mug press. It's the Cadillac of mug presses. A mug is about 4.5 minutes, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's about 4.5 minutes. Get that into an hour, and that's how many you can do. But if you want to do high production, we do have the DTF Station, the oven 36 liter over here, and this thing is great. You can fit, I want to say you can fit 12 mugs in here at a time. We'll fact check me in a second, but it's a great mug press, not mug press, mug oven here. It does a very good job, and it comes with its own heat gun. So you get the heat gun with the pack, you get the oven, and then you get another pack of a bunch of stuff that I have over here in this box. It has, a heat glove. It's got some tape in there. It's got a substrate, a random substrate per box. So that's kind of fun. Maybe you're going to want to buy more than one to get that random substrate. And it's got some shrink wrap in there. It's got a tumbler holder. And I think that's about it. But this is a great this is a great game changer right here. If you want to get into mass producing mugs, and you don't want to buy a very expensive Hicks oven, um, yeah, you can get that. One thing I do see that Nancy put something in there, and this is something I want to say quite often, is you never, ever, ever want to eat out of something that you have sublimated in. You never want to, you'll get sick or something. I'm not a doctor, but don't sublimate in your home oven. Use a specific one and don't eat out of it. All right. Um, Yeah, the green pad, Nancy, I don't know which one you are, I don't know which press you have, Nancy. I'm gonna put my email address back up here, Nancy. Email me bo@condi.com, and then let me know which press you have, because it's you just we have green rubber pads that we can you know sell to you. It's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm the hat press. So we're talking the DK7. I don't know offhand what size that like the platen is on that one. So email me and I'll get with GeoKnight. We'll make sure you get you the right one and all of those. It's really easy to replace. You just have to peel off the green rubber and put a new rubber on. But be warned, green rubber is a little bit expensive. It's more expensive than I thought. So that's one thing. Why is the Pro Spray upside down? I like to store my Pro Spray upside down. I got this tip from somebody that it's better for the Pro Spray to have it upside down. So I'm testing it. You always want to shake it up, but I'm testing it. All right. So yes, the DK3D is good for, longer tumblers and things like that. If you're just doing um you know a simple business logo, you can do obviously you got to tighten the pressure on it and all that, but you can do a tumbler in here. You're just not going to get the full wrap tumbler. You're not going to get the effect of a full tumbler like this, but all customers might not want that. They might just want a simple logo on the front. And I don't have one here with just a simple logo, but you can do it in this. But if you get the DK3D, you can go full wrap on it. You just have to do it. I don't know the time on it. If I had to guess right now, I'd say 9 minutes on a tumbler. So you would do it like 4.5 minutes and then rotate it 180 degrees and do the other 4.5 minutes on the other side. Um, you could do it on something like this too. If you're doing just a simple logo, for a brewery or for a restaurant or something, or a monogram, something like that. Nancy, it's going to cost twice as much as the press. It's like everything else in life. Razors, you want to buy those replacement razors, you're better off just buying a new thing. So I always just buy a new one of these instead of buying uh new blades. But no, Nancy, it's not more than a new press. It's not. And if you go on Condi.com, it's HCR is going to be the part number at the beginning, and then there's a whole bunch of different sizes you can get. Um, it shouldn't be. It's just that's one of those products that I was never knew was really that expensive. That I just thought it was an inexpensive part, and it was a lot more than I thought. So that's what I always pass on to everybody. But I'm glad you found that funny, Evelyn. There's something else that I always talk about that you're better off just buying a new one. What Diana? Did you move? I didn't remember you being out there. That's fun. Um, but yeah. What were we just talking? Oh, we're talking about this, the DK, not the DK, the GeoKnight sublimation oven, it's great. It's 36 liters, is about 1.4 cubic feet squared, or yeah, something like that, cubic feet. And it's like one fourth of the size of your regular kitchen oven for space. You can hold a lot in here. Oh, these are new dye trans products that are still in here. We've got the tape dispensers. We've got dog tags. Dog tags, dog tags. You want them in satin clear or gloss white? We got them. Come on down, Connie.com. Um, but yeah, so it's I'm gonna say you can go 19 by 15 by 17 is about the dimensions on the outside. The cord length is not 35 inches like it says on there. It's rather shorter than that. You can see all the specifications up there, and 120 volt. It goes up to I think it goes higher than what it says there. But these are, you can see what it comes with, the gloves and all of those sort of things. Um, it's great. And okay, what did I say? I think I said 12 earlier. I did, because I'm always right. I'm never wrong. Don't ever let Rachel know that I've been wrong. But yes, we've got the enamel mugs, the camp mugs. It can fit 9 of those in there. 12 mugs, skinny tumblers. It can fit 8 skinny tumblers in there. It can fit 3 of those fancy Stanley tumblers. So this thing is good. I don't know if my cup is the same size. Oh, I guess you put it in sideways is how you would get that to go in. Um, yeah, I've always meant to check that out. Now this is just on a box right here. I haven't got a nice stand for it yet. So we're still working on all those sort of things. But yeah, we do have that. That is a good option there. If you're looking to do a whole bunch, that is oven 36L. Check that out, condi.com. So yeah, mugs are a great way to, add business, add money, profit to your business, all of those things. One thing I do want to point out is that oh, come on, you were just over here. I swear. I swear before the live I saw the mug 20 does not fit in the George Knight mug presses. So that is something, if you want to do the 20-ounce mug, which is my favorite mug, you're going to need an oven and some subla shrink or something like that. Do you have to rotate when heating? No, you put it in there. It's a convection oven, so it does all of its convection and all of those sort of things, and gives you an even heat all the way around. Now, I swear I had a mug 20 over there before this. I swear I put one over there. I don't. I wonder where I actually put that. So you can put something like a Stein in your mug press, and do stuff like that. So it's not just your standard mugs. Does the tankard fit in? Does the tankard fit in? I don't know. I thought the tankard fit in. I could be wrong. No, the tankard does not fit in there. So, there are reasons to get something like an oven, or, this isn't going to take up too much real estate in your shop on your desk. The DK3D or the DK3 would be my pick. But if you want to go larger stuff and you want to double your production, the DK3D is your way to go. Let's get that out of the way. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. I've got it in the kitchen. You've got my cup in the kitchen, Evelyn? It probably is in the kitchen. I was really excited that I saw one of those. Um, so yeah, yeah. Now we get on to this right here. This is your regular flat heat press. This is a clamshell. They make clamshells. They make swingaways. As I said earlier, the DK20S with the stand is my favorite all around press. Those things are beasts. They're built like tanks. It's a saying, buy once, cry once, and that one totally probably will outlast your grandchildren's children. So it's got great warranties, all of those sort of things. I should know the warranties. There's some lifetime warranties on it. There's some 2 to 5 year warranties on GeoKnight, but what we have here is the basic press here. It's pretty basic. It's pretty bare bones. It's got the time on it. It's got the heat on it, and it presses. So it does exactly what you need for it to do. It's got a little bit of a floating press on it, so when it comes down, it's going to float and be a little bit more flat when it presses. Oh man, why choose Condi over the other manufacturers? What sets them apart? Wow, that's a good question. Well, I've been in the industry for about a decade. That I have a lot of experience with a lot of the products, with a lot of the processes. I know a lot of the people in the industry. So if you're looking for something and we don't have it on our website, chances are I can find it and source it. We have CNC cutters, so we cut our own specialty pieces. These are two that I have here. They're image stands. We cut these in-house. This one is more for a tablet style, and this one is for a phone style. Nancy says Condi is simply the best, and that's a good answer too. But we have a lot of experience. We Yeah. Oh, you can call us for the best deals. That is another thing special about Condi. You can go ahead and call us for the best deals. Uh, you know, We've got all the templates on our website. We've got all the directions on our website. We've got technical support that can help you if you're having any sort of issues with your products. And, we're just industry leaders. We're trying to stay up with trends, up with what's going on, where the future is going to take us, all of those sort of things. Um, you know, and we try and make it simple. So that's really, why I think Conti's the best. I work here, so I'm going to be a little bit, you know, I'm gonna, give it a little bit of a better thumbs up. But those sort of things. But yeah, so this right here is the basic. It's the 16 by 20. You can call for best prices. No, I froze. I think we're still going, maybe. I don't know. So it's a 16 by 20. We also have it in 15 by 15, and we have it in 11 by 11. So call for best price, because you know what? I don't want to, because it's up in the attic somewhere, but I will get the box for this and I will ship this out to you. If you want this press right here, call for best price on it. These are really good, second presses, first starter presses, those sort of things, something like that. Yeah, we will find the answer. Whether you like it or not, we'll find the answer. So something I always hate in being in the camera industry, they'll come out with new cameras and stuff, and there's a Fuji camera I want right now, and it's the XM5, and they say it's a beginner level camera. Well, it's just a small camera that's basic. And I can take it traveling. It's got really good video functions on it. It's got a whole bunch of really awesome stuff and simulated film styles and all this sort of stuff, but they call it an entry level beginner's camera. And I always feel like that's like, why are you calling it that? You're singling out like 75% of your audience or something. And then like you go to get a car and they call it an economy SUV, and it's like, well, I don't need a Suburban to drive just myself, you know? So I feel weird buying like the economy model or whatever. And it's like, that's really all I need. But this is so I don't want to say that this is just a basic, you know, beginner's press. It just doesn't have all the bells and whistles of other presses, you know, stuff like that. And it's a great press. Call for best prices. We also have, you know, Hotronics, all their full line of presses, from the auto clam, which is what I started on this business in, to the Max and all of those sort of things. So we got this press here, and I'm going to press some stuff for you all, because that's what we're all here for, right? We're all here for the pressing. Where are we going to start today? Where do we want to start on with today? So let's start with this. This is the Tote 101 right here. It's a basic just economy tote. There we go again. It's economy. It's not really economy feeling. It's very nice feeling. It's satiny feeling. I want to say it feels like the Poly Duck pillows, the P is it PSPS 14, something like that. I don't have one to compare it to, but it's a great feeling bag, you know. I believe it's 12 by 15. I'd have to look that back up. But we're going to do this today first. And we have a design over here that I already pre-did this because I suck at doing this. And um, I suck at it. This right here is called Decoling the Edge, and that's just a French word for meaning you tear the edge off. I really do. I really am not good at this, and I would have torn off. I actually did one of my things. So you just go ahead and you want to make sure you got enough room around the sides, and you go ahead and you deckle the edge like that. What that is doing is creating like millions of edges that are soft, and it's going to, instead of having one hard line. So when you press it, you're going to get less of a press line, less chances of a press line, and it's going to be a little bit more hidden with the pressing. So that's what we do there. Yeah, Miriam, I was just thinking about you, and you're coming in right for the bag. So you didn't really miss anything, Miriam. So we're going to get this in here, and you know what I should have done is I should have put something on the bottom. And I don't have a fancy paper thing, so I got to cut them like that these days. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this down on the bottom here, and we're going to go ahead and put this in here. Now, since this is a fabric, we probably should have done that thing with the lint roller and done some lint rolling. But I don't have a lint roller, so we'll pretend like I lint rolled it, okay? So you lint roll, get all the lint, all the debris off, all those sort of things. It's sometimes there's like debris on here that when you heat press, you will see. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here, and we are going to pre-press it. Get all that moisture out. And I probably should look up the instructions on this. Conti.com has all of the instructions, all of those sort of things that help you out. I said this is the Tote 101, just a basic tote there. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. I don't think it's on. Let me just give me 1 second here. It's in my notes. Okay. Always good to double, triple check yourself. Hmm. Well, should have double, triple checked myself. We're just going to go for this one some sort of way. I'm going to say yes. Yeah, I'm down here. Oh man, I pre-pressed that for a really long time. I forgot about it. Just over here talking. I'm over here in Mobile, and yes, the humidity is definitely a factor here. I found out I did before I turned on my air conditioner this year. I was doing some pressing, and I have never seen shirts act the way that they act. I don't think I think I threw them away, but the silicone padding on the bottom, that thing was had so much moisture in it, and I actually had to pre-press before each time to get all the moisture out. So this right here is the handy dandy Condi Pro spray. It's a spray adhesive. We're just going to spray it. So what I like to do is you can put something on the floor. I didn't. I forgot about it. But you're going to want to have something on the floor, a box or a garbage can or something. And you don't want to spray directly on it. You want to spray and then waft. And you probably it's a good idea to also I'll find something I can spray this on to just go ahead and give it a few sprays at first to get all the juices flowing through the straw in there. And then you just spray and just do just like that. Now we are going to center this on our bag as best we can. Put it just like that. And so another tip is that when you are doing something, like this that you can get press lines into, you want to always make sure that your butcher paper is larger than it so that your butcher paper doesn't create a seam or a press line. So I don't think I have this on the right time. Go ahead and do that. Make sure we're back on here, and we'll just go ahead and press that for about a minute here, and we'll see where that takes us. I think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, I'm just checking on my next product to make sure that I've got the right time and temperature. Gotta lower it just a little bit, a little bit. Baldwin County, oh man, you're on. Well, I'm over here in Mobile, but Condi Systems is located in Jacksonville. So there's still some shipping, but it should get to you pretty fast. It's a 6 hour drive ish. So they have no excuse not to get it to you in 7 hours, if in my opinion. But yeah, I've only been on the other side of the bay a few times. I'm not from down here. There's the Broken Yoke Cafe that I've been wanting to go back to. I think that's what it's called. Go ahead and lift this up. Go ahead and do our reveal. And another thing you can do while this is very, very hot is you can just go ahead and give it a few stretches. And what that is going to do is it's kind of going to reset the fibers. So if you do happen to have any sort of press lines, you can kind of get them out. And there we go. It's a very, very quick, easy tote bag. And tote bags are really good. I know that we have a customer here. I'm not going to say their name or anything, but they use tote bags like this that they put their art in that they give to customers and stuff like that. And down here, that is something called lanyap, which, is a term that just means giving something extra or doing something. But these are great. They're great for breweries and restaurants and coffee shops, just quick, easy things, bookshops. Oh man, I would love a bookshop if I had a bag for a bookshop. That would be awesome. Um, they're also really good too. Like a bag like this, I'm probably going to be going to the beach one of these weeks over there, Pensacola. That's my beach of choice. So if you want to come and hang out, I'll be putting books and snacks in this particular bag right here, and bringing those to the beach with me, and doing that. And something else I like to do is I'll fill the bags or something up with sand and then use it as a pillow. I don't know, it's fun. The item number is Tote, Tote 101. Let me just, I can drop that in the chat for you guys. Whoa. I think, did I drop it? I think, yeah, I did drop it in there. Is there going to be an open house like, maybe eventually there'll be an open house, a grand opening of some sort. Right now, we aren't up to that, to have those just yet. But yeah, I would love that. I was just thinking about that the other day, how I love seeing all the people and talking to all the people. And, I do all the talking, and to be honest, I'm not really, I don't know. I'm more of a listener, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I love seeing you guys. I love seeing the excitement. I learn a lot from you guys, and I don't know. I appreciate you guys being customers, and I appreciate you guys being friends as well. Those sort of things. Do you stock the big blanket? Oh, big. I'm sorry. Do you stock the bag blankets? Um, the bag blankets. I don't know what the bag blankets are, to be honest with you. We do have bags, and I don't know if we've added the blankets yet in on the new website and all of that. We do need to have a parking lot sale. We do. We need a big tent and all of those sort of things. So I want to get a shirt type thing going, a costume. Let's call it a costume, a wardrobe. And I've got this here. It's a blank canvas, pretty much. This is I'm actually gonna hold on. The power of television. Look at that, tied just like that and all strapped up. So I've got an apron here. It's the JDW 7 something. And it's just your basic. There's nothing basic about it. It's sublinen. And sublinen, I will tell you what, is one of the best products. It's a hot product. People love sublinen. But what I want to do is I want to start creating just like a weekly thing where I go ahead and do do little patches on something. So this is the JDW 743, and always go to connie.com. I lowered my time a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. Or my I lowered my temperature a little bit. So what I did here, and I did not do this all the way around because I guess future me didn't really care, or past me and left everything to future me. So we're just going to go ahead and decal this edge here. And I don't know why, but the parking lot sale made me want to get those orange circus peanut things, those candies. That's what it made me feel like. I don't know. But we've got this here. We've got this little patch that I'm going to call it. I'm going to call these little patches. So we're just going to go ahead and spray this. Go ahead and shake it up. And we are just going to stick this on our thing. And each week we are going to fill this up. I think it'd be cool if we had something like that traveling sisterhood of the pants or whatever it's called, and we all sent each other, that we all sent this around and we all sublimated our own piece of artwork on it. I think that'd be cool, but I don't know how much something like that would cost, or if it would get lost or whatever. But that'd be pretty cool, and I'd wear it if I had everybody's art on top of it. A whole bag, you got me. Let's do this. Um, you know what? I don't even know if I'm doing this for the correct time. What time is it? 60 seconds. Look at that. Look at that. We're just talking over here. You probably, when you're doing this at your shop or wherever, you should probably pay attention. You could send in there, so yeah, yeah. I think it'd just be cool if it just went around and everybody had that, and I had everybody's artwork just all over me. I did take my garbage can out of here the other day, so um, there we go. We've got our first patch on there. So each week we will go and we will add a new patch to our apron, and we'll wear our apron each week with pride. Um, yeah, this apron's really nice. Um, I'm a 6'1" tall dude. It fits me okay. If I get it on there good. I don't like things around my neck, to be honest with you. So I'd have to get used to wearing it and get it on there. Maybe while no one's watching me. There's always that. But yeah, it's a great apron. Sublinen. Sublinen is very easy, very hard to mess up. Just it's wonderful. It's very consistent. I love sublinen. So we are going to next do our last piece of the day, and this is color light glass right here. This is CSK technology. And I actually have to step in front of the camera for a second because I need a blank. Well, I'll show you in a second what I mean. So I like to get my pressure set before I go. So I just grabbed an extra one. Oh man, Diana, you're sounding like my mom over there. She would love. There's no probably about it. She would love it if I made her one. Absolutely, she would love it. Mother's Day, these Father's Day as well. Um, any day, great for grilling, great for cooking. I'm using mine for art though, and that's okay. What am I looking here? Okay, 375, 200 seconds. So we got to get our seconds up by a lot here. So we're doing some color like glass, CSK technology, and I was going to do the 8x8, but I'm not. I'm doing a different size. So I'm just going to double check the. I'm doing the 8x10. And I just want to double check that they're the same instructions. Yeah. Yeah. Same instructions. So what I'm doing is the 8x10 CSK. It's CSK 8x10. And that's pretty good pressure there. So one reason I use this piece here is because I didn't want to put a hot transfer on and I didn't really want to wait for it to cool off. So just put that over there. But the other reason is I have Epson F170 printer, and it prints 8.5 by 14. But this is, what was this? 8 by, oh man, you know what? There's something wrong with me. I definitely could have fit all of this on here if I would have used the 8.5 by 14 paper, but I use 8.5 by 11. So I don't know what I was thinking. But anyways, I'm going to have a white border around the outside, which is fine because I want to frame this anyways. So I went ahead and I marked it with pencil where the center is on everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and press it on here. And then when I'm done, you can just use a little bit of water or something and get the pencil off. Oh man. So we'll go ahead and put it in that way and we'll press. Hopefully this works out. We're doing good. I don't know. This one's a little bit darker. It's what I call it grunge. I like to add textures to things, and this one actually is really weathered and really grungy. I might not have put this one on here if I would have realized that. But yeah, that one, that's maybe why this one doesn't look as bright. And yeah, so image stands, don't forget we have those. Uh, this artwork here is something I created. I just got this the other day, and it's a hand scanner. All right, it's a document hand scanner, and what I did is I went around and you can scan things, like you can scan the wall. Like I talked about textures. I love adding textures to things. So I scanned a bunch of things. I just did this. It took me about an hour to do or something. Just a little thing I looked at today. But you can scan things like pictures, walls, brick walls, tables, wood, all sorts of different things. And this is going to be really fun and really, I'm hoping it brings some creative life into um, my workflow. But that's pretty much everything that I did on this is something I scanned. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to bring just some new creative flow to my work, I guess. I feel like it's good to have toys and those sort of things. Um, yeah, keep the creative juices flowing. Always be progressing and seeing what's out there and doing different things and crazy things because you never really know what's going to work. Um, those sort of things. Um, oh, you're over on YouTube. Good, good. YouTube's where everyone should be at. That's where it's at. But yeah, a lot of things in here. There's tins. We have tins, um, serving trays, and like an apron. You can put family photos on them. You can put recipes on them. Um, I know that I had it one time. My grandpa made really good, or famous for the family, famous Scottish not gingerbread. Oh my God, shortbread cookies. And he had his own recipe, and it was in his handwriting on a piece of paper. I don't think I still have it, but that would be something that you could definitely, you know, scan in, and you could sublimate on something because it's something that families are going to remember. You could use this fancy hand scanner thing that I got, not sold at Condi, but yeah, it's going to be fun to play with it and see what I can do. Hmm. We're going to just press that for a little bit longer. I also was messing around with my printer this week, which I don't ever really recommend doing, and some of the settings were a little bit wrong when I went in to do it. So I might have to look at my settings on my printer and make sure that I have all of them correct. Um, yeah, the heat press has a timer. It's right up here. Um, it's counting down. It's just a really long. It's 200 seconds, so it's a pretty long press. I don't like the way these blacks turned out. We're just gonna go with it. We might have to reevaluate this, but I don't like the way these blacks turned out at all. Um, at least up here. But we've got this right here from stuff I handy dandy scan. That's my hand in there. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there was a software update. I was helping someone the other day with some settings on there, and I was pushing buttons. So I might have changed some settings, and I need to go back and make sure that I have all the right ones. Um, and maybe that's what it is. Color like glass is super easy to press too. It this is actually the first piece that I'm not exactly happy with. Um, But I left a little white border around it, which is something you can do. I did that on this piece too. We got our Fireface Rudolph here coming in. But I did that with this piece too, which is the roller lady downtown picture. Oh, what else is on the image? Yeah, and I do look at YouTube. I do a bunch of those sort of things. So this right here, it's got my hand on it. My hand. This is actually my cutting mat that I kind of waved it around. This is a picture that was on my desk from a book that I waved around and warped it in there. This is handwriting, my handwriting. This is a cover of a Theories of the Modern Art book. And then these were just things that were on my desk. And then the whole grayish area is a piece of wood that I kind of just wanted to use in the frame-ish type thing. But I'm gonna look into it more and see what I can do. Um, yeah, I'm kind of bummed out by that. We'll have to try this again and see what we can come up with. There's a bunch of great things that we can do. Um, Sometimes you screw up live and yeah, I don't know. I should not have touched my printer settings. And I noticed they were off and I should have paid attention more. Yeah, they do look like X-rays. That's actually with the hand I was thinking about doing an X-ray, and then I was like, well, I could, I do have you. I don't know if you guys remember Steve, but I do have Steve in my other room. He's a skeleton. I could scan his hand and put it on my hand. What I'm excited about is I'm going to Nashville, I think, next week, and like I can take that out there and I can scan something like a Nashville manhole cover and then do something like that and make a shirt out of that. I can make a shirt like a Nashville manhole cover. Also, you can go around and find different types of fonts and letterings. This is something I was thinking about today. And like a manhole cover is going to have a certain style of font, and you can go ahead and you can scan that in, and then I can make my own fonts. And doing all those sort of things. It's I think it's going to be fun. It's just a little bit something extra just to get me out of the rut of taking pictures, just pictures and those sort of things. I can also take pictures and then print the pictures and have fun with it. It's kind of like when I started video editing, we used to just use like VCRs hooked up to each other, and you would have to switch between VCRs and cut, and you kind of just were stuck with what you had. Um, so yeah, I got the scanner on Amazon. It was like $30, I want to say. Yeah, it's just a portable. It's a document scanner, is what it is. And I think it's pretty cool. With the tariffs and all the talk of the tariffs, I really was like, you know what, I should get something, just in case everything gets really expensive, and see what we can do. I don't know. That was my idea on that. So another thing is, as I found this T-shirt that we were working on, and I want to continue putting just more colors on it until we got all the area covered, just for fun, just because, you know, we'll just press some stuff. No, I did kind of screw up, Diane. I noticed that I pressed something early, and I noticed my blacks weren't not where I wanted them. Um, we got to get this down to a time here. Yeah, we're making our tie-dyed. Um, we'll make it through the season. I was also thinking it'd be kind of cool. Oh, you gotta make sure on this press that you reset it. I was thinking it'd be cool if each season I kind of did something like this, and at the end of the season, each year or something, I take the image that I've created, just pressing each episode and put it up on the wall as art or something, just for fun. Um, yeah, that's something I was thinking about. I just was going to show you guys something, but I don't think I have it in here. I was going to show you this sublimated cotton stuff, and don't ever believe anyone when they say that you can sublimate on cotton, because in my opinion, it's never worked. It never will work. And yeah, it looks kind of cool though. If you were putting it up on your wall or something, it looks kind of cool because it has a lot of grunge and like it looks very vintage. But I would be very mad if it was a shirt, and I don't even know if it would last in a wash. Just go ahead and press that. Yeah. Well, there's people out there that are saying there's game changer things and all of those sort of things, and you can level up with stuff. And um, usually, in my opinion, when someone says something's a game changer, that just means that it's probably not. And they had no other better marketing to say about it. And if they say that it's limitless, um, nothing is limitless. Okay, there's always a limit on something. And yeah. Those are my words of wisdom for the week as we go on. Always double check your printer and your settings. Yeah, that's what we're going for. It's the tie-dyed the tie-dyed shirt craze that was a few years ago, and I tried doing some stuff with it. And I've tried tying it and trying to cover up more of the shirt with just everything. Just having fun with it and seeing what sort of shirt we can get out in the end of this, you know, just having fun. That's another thing about Condi is buying from Condi and supporting Condi. You're supporting me, and I like to have fun. You'll have fun. I like to laugh. I like to learn. I like to do stupid things like this, and see how it can go. Because this right here is a one custom shirt. You're never going to create this shirt again. I don't know if you'd want to create it, but it's a one-off custom shirt, and this shirt is worth this shirt now is probably worth like it's priceless, you know. It's probably worth 3.99. Okay. You could probably buy this at the thrift store next year for 2.99. All right. But it's gonna be fun. It's the journey, not the destination or something. And yeah, so that was really it. We do have a lot of awesome products at Condi.com. So go ahead and check out Condi. I'll make sure my print settings are right. We don't have a live next week unless I go live from Nashville, and I'll make sure that I don't schedule my Friday lives for the next month instead. And what I do also is I can also use my new fancy scanner, and I can scan the shirt in the image on the shirt and all of that, and use those for textures and all of that. But yeah, we just have fun here. There's no live next week, but we're coming back with Vince from DTF Station. He's going to be talking about DTF. It's a great process, great product. I love DTF Station. I love they stand by their products. They're great, great products, great people, so much fun. Yeah, so we'll be doing that. We'll be coming back live more often, and always, always, always call us for best price, 1-800-826-6332. If you're still here, you're still watching, thank you. You are a trooper. And you can always email me at this email down here. And yeah, I think that's it for this week, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Um, Awesome, awesome. Email me as well, Michelle, if you need anything. I can help you out and get you in the right direction. There's no stupid questions here because sometimes I have to say things. I sometimes I know that I have to say something and it comes out and it goes into my ears, and that's how it gets to my brain before I'm like, oh yeah, that's a really dumb question. So there's really no such thing as a dumb question. It's you, it's your crossword puzzle, and ask anything, all of those sort of things. Have a great weekend. Have a lot of fun. Be safe. Hopefully the weather's great. And I guess I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.